Intimacy is often seen as the peak moment of connection in a relationship. Women sometimes think that after physical closeness, men are satisfied, fulfilled, and simple in their desires. But the truth is more layered. After intimacy, men crave things that are often invisible, unspoken, and misunderstood. What a man longs for after intimacy is not only physical satisfaction, but also emotional, psychological, and spiritual affirmation. Many women overlook these silent cravings, and as a result, they miss the opportunity to strengthen the bond in ways that go far beyond the bedroom. Today, let's uncover 7 things men secretly crave after intimacy that most women do not know, and how understanding these hidden desires can transform your relationship. The first thing men crave is reassurance of acceptance. After intimacy, a man is in one of his most vulnerable states. His guard is lowered, his emotions are exposed, and his sense of masculinity feels tested. Deep down, he craves to know that you still see him as enough, that your attraction to him did not fade after the act, and that he is more than just a body to you. Many men silently fear rejection in the moments after closeness. They want to feel that you are not pulling away emotionally, even if the physical moment has ended. A gentle touch, a smile, or a word of appreciation can feed this craving. It is not about stroking his ego, it is about soothing his silent insecurity and making him feel safe in the emotional aftermath of intimacy. The second craving is emotional connection. While society often paints men as emotionally detached, the truth is that after intimacy, most men experience a rush of emotions they do not know how to express. In that quiet moment, they crave not only physical rest, but also emotional closeness. A man wants to feel that the intimacy meant something, that it was not just physical release, but also a bridge of connection. When you reach out to him, hold him, or simply look into his eyes with warmth, you fulfill this craving without words. Women often underestimate how much men long for emotional bonding after intimacy, assuming men only care about the act itself. But in reality, intimacy for men often opens the door to deeper feelings they rarely show. The third craving is affirmation of masculinity. After intimacy, men silently question if they were good enough, if they made you happy, if they satisfied you. They may not ask out loud, but inside, they crave confirmation. This is not vanity, it is vulnerability. Men tie much of their identity to their ability to please their partner. When you express that you enjoyed the experience, when you show through your body language or words that he made you feel cherished, you feed a deep need within him. Without this affirmation, he may doubt himself, even if everything was perfect. A simple whisper of appreciation can go further than you think. The fourth craving is peace and presence. After intimacy, a man often desires a quiet moment where he can simply be. He craves the safety of resting, without performance, without expectations, just being next to you in silence. Women sometimes misinterpret this as detachment, thinking he is pulling away. But in truth, men need this pause to process their emotions, to breathe, and to recharge. It is not a rejection of you, but a craving for balance. When you allow him this quiet presence without pressuring him for conversation or reassurance, you give him the peace he secretly longs for. It makes him feel that he can be fully himself with you, without masks. The fifth craving is non-sexual affection. Intimacy does not end when the physical act is over. Men often crave touch, closeness, and tenderness that have nothing to do with sex. A hand resting on his chest, a cuddle, or even playful laughter can deepen the sense of connection. This kind of affection tells him that he is loved for who he is, not just for what he can do. Women sometimes believe that men always want more physical intimacy. But what many men actually crave is the assurance of being wanted even without it. Non-sexual affection after intimacy makes him feel that your bond is bigger than desire, that it is anchored in comfort and companionship too. The sixth craving is emotional safety. For men, intimacy is a rare doorway into vulnerability. Afterward, they crave to know that their openness will not be judged, criticized, or used against them. If he shares a thought, a fear, or simply lies quietly, he craves that you accept it without making him feel weak. This emotional safety is one of the greatest gifts you can give a man after intimacy. It allows him to relax into the relationship, to feel that he can trust you not only with his body, but with his inner world. Many women miss this because they think vulnerability is easy for men, but in truth, it is one of the hardest things for them to show. The seventh craving is continuity of love. After intimacy, a man craves to feel that the love does not stop when the act ends. He wants to feel that the connection flows into the rest of the relationship, into your shared life, your laughter, your daily routines. Intimacy, for him, is not just a moment, but a thread in a larger fabric. He craves to see that what happened in private continues to strengthen what happens in public, that your affection does not disappear in the light of day. When you show him small acts of love after intimacy, whether it is a warm conversation, a shared meal, or simply staying close, you give him the sense that the bond is lasting and not temporary. When women do not understand these cravings, they often misinterpret a man's behavior. They might think he is detached, uninterested, or only cared about the act. But in reality, men are silently longing for much more. They crave acceptance, emotional bonding, affirmation, peace, non-sexual affection, safety, and continuity. Each of these cravings reveals that men are not as simple as society suggests. They are complex, layered, and often afraid to express what they truly want. Understanding these hidden desires changes everything. Instead of seeing intimacy as a one-dimensional act, you begin to see it as a gateway to deeper love. You realize that men, just like women, long to be seen, cherished, and held beyond the surface. When you meet these cravings with awareness, you create a relationship where intimacy does not end when the lights go out, but continues to grow in every moment you share. So the next time you share intimacy with your man, remember, what happens afterward matters just as much, if not more. Pay attention to his silent needs, his unspoken desires, his hidden longings. Offer him acceptance, emotional closeness, affirmation, peace, tenderness, safety, and continuity. In doing so, you are not just giving him what he craves, you are giving yourself a relationship that deepens in trust, love, and devotion every single day. Love is not built in grand gestures, but in the small, quiet moments after intimacy. That is when the heart is open, when the soul whispers its deepest needs, and when you have the chance to give him what most women overlook. And when you do, you will discover that the bond you create is not only stronger but unbreakable.